So I heard you want to get some bigger pecs. Welcome to the routine that is going to show you exactly how to do that. I've got 3 exercises that are guaranteed to put some mass on those pecs. Each one of these exercises is going to target either the upper, the middle, or the lower portion of the chest. Additionally, I'm going to show you mistakes while performing these exercises that are absolutely killing your chest gains. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's get into this crazy chest workout and stay till the end of the video. I've included an exercise that I guarantee you have not seen yet. First exercise, to hit the lower portion of the chest, we're going to be getting some high to low cable chest flies. Now, mistake number 1 to avoid here is to incorporate spinal flexion here. This is going to be movement of the torso to help you get cheat repetitions. This happens when you're using too much weight. Lower the weight, keep the entire body stationary. The only thing that should move are your arms to recruit the lower chest. Mistake number 2 is this tap and go. There's very minimal time under tension. The only goal that most people have when they're performing this is just to touch the hands, bring them back, and that's going to somehow incorporate the lower chest. Not the case. Do not perform your reps like this. Third and final mistake is going to be some form of shoulder internal rotation here. Again, this happens when you're using too much weight and you have to incorporate the anterior deltoid to help you to get every repetition. Instead, with a completely stationary body, good time under tension, we're not doing quick, speedy repetitions. In addition, I have added in a slight iso squeeze at the bottom of the repetition where I'm actually contracting and squeezing my pecs as hard as possible. And from this angle, you're able to see what you should be thinking about on every repetition. It's not just let's get my hands to touch. Rather, let's try and close the distance between our elbows and contract and shorten those pecs as much as possible. You see them almost overlapping at the bottom of the range of motion. This is what you want to be thinking about on every rep of the high to low cable chest flies. Exercise number 2, to hit the most lagging area of most guys' chest, the upper chest region, we're going to be getting some incline dumbbell bench press. Mistake number 1 to avoid, this quick, speedy repetitions, just popping the weight up, bringing it down. Again, we're not keeping the upper chest under a lot of tension here. This will not maximize your amount of upper chest growth. Now, mistake number 2, you're not actually doing anything wrong. You are just leaving a lot of gains on the table. This is going to be a wide grip incline dumbbell bench press where the dumbbells just sort of stay stationary as if you were using a barbell. However, the reason we've chose to perform this exercise with dumbbells is so we can maximize that range of motion and incorporate the chest a lot more. Mistake number 3 is sort of this stop and go. At the top of the range of motion, you lock out, you remove all of the tension off the chest, you pause for sort of a second, and then get back into your reps. Again, we want to keep that tension consistent throughout the entire set. Finally, lifting that butt up off the bench, incorporating those hips. This happens a lot of the time when guys are using too much weight. So with that scapula properly retracted, that butt pointed firmly on the ground, you're going to bring those dumbbells down nice and wide, not too wide, but we are going to get some width down there. From that position, you're not going to just push the weights up, rather you're going to bring them together so that you can focus again on contracting and shortening that pec as much as possible. And once at the top of the range, we're not locking out, we're actually bringing those dumbbells right back down in a controlled manner, about 1 second on the negative or the eccentric while we're bringing the weight down. Lower the weight, get that control, increase time under tension, and you're going to notice that upper chest start to blow up a lot more. And here's the finishing exercise that you've all been likely waiting for, the crazy plate press. Now, to perform this, the first thing you need are 2 resistance bands of the same tension. Once you've got these bands, fold them in half and loop them through the center of your plate. After that's done, you can dangle them on the end of the bar. And now you've created an exercise that is going to recruit the chest a lot more than just your traditional bench press because of the micro oscillation of muscle fibers that are going to be firing while your chest is attempting to stabilize the weight while it's moving around on those resistance bands. Now, mistake number 1 to avoid here is going to be these quick repetitions, bouncing the bar off your chest, no control. As you can see with those resistance bands, those plates are really going to start moving around and it's going to be incredibly difficult to keep the bar in a stable pattern. It's especially important that on this exercise, you've got a good controlled tempo so that those plates can stay as stable as possible while not incorporating things such as your anterior deltoid and other stabilizer muscles while you're performing the set. So begin by removing the bar off the rack. Get it stable enough to the point where the plates aren't moving. From there, in a controlled manner, lower that bar towards the chest. I've also included a dead stop at the bottom where the bar is not actually resting on my chest. It's slightly hovering about a centimeter or 2 above so I can keep my chest engaged. And this is going to prevent stretch reflex of both the muscle and the resistance band as well to keep the thing stable and engage the pecs a lot more. From there, press the weight back up. Again, keep it under control. This exercise is really going to demand a lot out of the chest. And if this is your first time seeing this exercise or an exercise you're looking to try, be sure to let me know down in the comments section. I'm curious to see. And that concludes our chest workout. If you enjoyed this this one, be sure to smash the like button down below, and also be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you in the next video.